Okay, I do have a comment from Heather that she said that the apple cider vinegar in the morning is supposed to kickstart your metabolism.
Yes.
So, you know, with weight loss, you know, any type of increase in your metabolism can help aid in weight loss, just like, you know, exercising, building muscle mass. The more muscle mass that you have, the higher your metabolism is going to be. So that could be why.
Do you find that the apple cider vinegar, is it helping you? Have you?
I'm just starting to, you know, get into that, so I couldn't say. But
Okay, because
several people have told me that's a good thing to do. That it'll help get your middle weight down.
Definitely, I've heard people say that it definitely helps. However, it is vinegar. It does not taste good, and so if you can stick with it.
Yeah, that's what they said about that. That's
but I have heard that some people very much like that. People also, if you're kind of a morning person, kind of want to kickstart your metabolism, you can put ground cinnamon in your coffee, and it'll do the same thing, and it doesn't taste nearly as gross.
Oh, good. Thank you.
We have our next question. Comes from Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Okay, Dennis, your line is open for a question. Okay, we'll move on to our next question. Our next question comes from Teresa.
Oh, both of them.
Hey, Teresa.
Hello?
Hi, Teresa, your line is open for
Yes,
questions.
I'm right here. I would like to ask a question. I have MS, and I would like to know, they talk about, like, you know, your bones density, but do you ever talk about the nervous system? Because it affected me in my nervous system, and I was told that B12 might help, and I would like to know what would you suggest as far as the nerve strengthening the nervous system, so that it has some damage done after a relapse.
All right. Now, I mean, the nervous system is different area of the nutrition for sure. So, I mean, dealing with the nervous system is something for a neurologist or for your physician. Now, the B12, if you are deficient in B12, there can be some impairment in your memory and in your brain function. So that's why if you are deficient in B12, that's where foods like your meats and your eggs and you know, the B12 shots that they give, that can improve your cognitive status. So that may be where you're coming from. As far as, you know, the nervous system, I mean, those are going to be questions probably more for your physician than for a dietitian.
Oh, okay. I just want to know what I would take to strengthen the nervous system.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
We have our next question. Comes from Dennis.
Okay, I think you're talking about me. My name is Kenneth. The reason I didn't answer the first time.
Okay, Kenneth.
Yes. I wanted to ask a question for my inquiring mind here. I'm looking at the paperwork for you, and there's some initials behind your name that I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
It says MS, RD, LD.
All right, I can tell you what those are. The MS is for Masters of Science.
Okay.
The RD stands for Registered Dietitian.
Okay.
LD stands for Licensed Dietitian.
Oh, okay. Now I feel enlightened now.
Okay.
All right, and I do appreciate the information that you're giving out, because I learned something on that flaxseed about getting it ground up.
Okay, well, good. Well, thanks for listening tonight.
All right, thank you so much.
We have our next question. Comes from Michael.
Hello, is this?
Hey, Michael.
Yes, ma'am. A couple of odd comments and question on that. I was understanding from one of the support group meetings I went to, being seen by a physical therapist in the heading it up, that the weight-bearing exercise should be not done, as it had the possibility of destroying muscle more than it would build it with the MS. And that's kind of got me a little confused about how best to build my body and bones up. I think that's a good first question.
Okay. Now, I don't know about that. Everything that, I've read is that, weight-bearing exercise is good for retaining strength and building your strength. Now, I'm not a physical therapist, and, I'm not an occupational therapist, so, every case is individual. I'm not sure, maybe if there's any reasons why you should or shouldn't, but, I haven't really heard that it's been, deterred to exercise.
Well, thank you for that. That really opens up more chances of getting up and playing with my two little ones and doing more of that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
I have been holding off doing for more than a year, thinking I was going to tear my body apart. But
most of the time, physical activity and rehabilitation is encouraged. That's a good component of, successfully treating MS.
And again, thank you so much for your time and information on all this.
No problem.
We have our next question. Comes from Debbie.
Hi, this isn't Debbie. This is Debbie's mom, Rita.
Okay.
I'm the caretaker of Debbie. I read where fresh pineapple is good for inflammation. Is that true?
It is. Pineapple does have some anti-inflammatory characteristics. It's high in antioxidants.
Oh, great. And the other thing I want to ask, if I were to make something with artificial sugar like Splenda or something like that, like an oatmeal cookie, just something for a treat, is that okay using the artificial sugars?
It is.
It is.
All of that in moderation is fine. That's a good substitute.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, because being a caregiver, doing the cooking, you never quite know the right thing.
I know, but Splenda's good for baking. So if you want to bake, I recommend Splenda.
Okay, thank you so very much, and thanks for all you do.
No problem. Thank you. Take care.
Have a great night and a good new year. Bye-bye.
We have our next question. Comes from Jesse.
Hello. My question corresponds with another lady's question. Really, I take about 6 or 7 different pills. I don't really take ABCR drugs anymore. I've had MS since 1990. I was diagnosed in 1990. And the pills, what I said before about the fish oil pills, that'll be added on to what I take before. But, see, I take everything at one time. Is that good or bad?
Really, it's the calcium that needs to be separated. If you're taking, more than one fish oil supplement, I would separate those.
Okay.
But, I don't know all the things that you're on, but I know as far as calcium and the fish oils, I would separate those.
Okay. I've got the list in front of me, but do you have time for me to call them out all of them out?
I think probably not tonight, but run that list past your pharmacist and ask them if there's, sometimes different medicines taken at the same time can interact or interfere with each other. So take your list of, supplements and medications and say, like, hey, can I take all of these at the same time, or should I separate some of them? But from a nutritional standpoint, I would separate the calcium and the